I went from this to this in a little less than 9 months. Stick around to find out how. Hello everyone, semi-retired Bob here. I talk about the carnivore diet, all things related to the carnivore diet, and miscellaneous odds and ends. I hope you're all having a great day. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm glad you're here. You may be asking yourself, Bob, what the heck am I watching here? Well, you're watching me walk. That's what you're doing. You're watching me walk. I know that doesn't seem super exciting, but a little over 9 months ago, a little less than 9 months ago, I could barely stand for 2 to 2.5 minutes without severe pain. Now I'm out here walking every day. I think that's pretty exciting. I do try to come up with some interesting things to talk about along the way, but basically you're watching me walk. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. I'm also glad you're here. You will probably notice that I am walking significantly slower today than I have in previous videos. We had another, church was good yesterday. The second day of the missions conference was fantastic, but it was cold and raining all day again. And I think just too many cold, rainy days in a row have caught up to me just a little bit. My joints do not feel as good as they have. I'm hoping this walk will get them worked out a little bit, and that's why there was no video yesterday, because after I got done with church, I could barely stand up, so I just sat in my trailer, huddled over my heater, praying for the rain to stop. And it finally stopped. It was supposed to stop by 7 or so in the evening, but it rained well into the night last night. So things are pretty soggy out here today. And I'm walking kind of slow. Hopefully the sun will warm up. It's supposed to get up to almost 60 today. It's about 53, 54 degrees right now. I'm sure you probably, depending on where I turn, I'm sure you'll hear that the wind is still kicking along. But it's supposed to get up into the 70s tomorrow and Wednesday and even Thursday, and then it's supposed to rain starting Thursday afternoon all the way into Friday, which hopefully, if it stays on schedule, won't interrupt my YouTube schedule much, because I don't put out a video on Friday because I do a live stream. So if I get out early on Thursday and get a video recorded, I'll have that for Saturday, and then I'll be ready to go again after the weather clears off. Have I mentioned lately I'm just sick to death of being cold and rained on? I went back and looked. The whole time I was down here last year. Now granted, I got here later. I got here just about a week before missions conference. So I got here late January, early February. But the average temperature during the day when I was here last year was 68 degrees. And it must not have rained too much, because I wasn't plugged into the church last year. I was running my fridge off my solar panels, and the battery I had last year, it only lasted about a day and a half without charge, and my refrigerator never ran out of power, so it didn't rain much. So hopefully now that we're coming out of it. Maybe now that we're moving on down into February, it'll stop doing that. But let's go ahead and get into today's topic, which is the first couple of problems you might encounter on the carnivore diet. Most people, when you're investigating, thinking about doing the carnivore diet, you hear all these people talking about the great energy that they have. And you're wondering when you're going to feel that. You're 2 or 3 months into it now, and you're just not feeling great like you thought you would. Or maybe you're cold all the time. Now I'm cold all the time because I lost a bunch of weight. But there's several things that it could be. Let's start with, now if you remember back in an earlier video, I talked about just buying whatever electrolytes from Walmart you could find just to get you over the initial whoosh of your inflammation running out and taking all your electrolytes with it. Well, now's the time to consider, and it's really not horribly expensive. You just have to plan ahead and order it. Keto Chow makes a product called Daily Minerals. Dr. Barry had a hand in designing it. And so the first thing you want to check out is try some Daily Minerals. If you're not feeling great like you thought you would, you could be deficient in a mineral. Your electrolytes could still be running low. Now it's time for a good quality electrolyte that doesn't have a lot of added crap in it. There's also a brand out there, they make an unsweetened version, Drink LMNT. I have not ever tried it. I've been meaning to try it, but I still have a little left in my Keto Chow Daily Minerals. Because my electrolytes are in pretty good shape. I don't need to take the full amount every day. I got an eyedropper for my bottle. And I'll just put 5 or 6 drops in my coffee in the morning and then squirt another 4 or 5 drops on my meat. And then if I know I'm going to be outside working in the heat or doing something in direct sun all day and it's hot out, I'll take a little more. So check your electrolytes, and the easiest way to do that is just take something that has all your minerals and electrolytes in it. And if that solves the problem, if your energy picks up, boom, you're done. One of the other signs that your electrolytes might be out of balance, and I say might because people can get cramps for lots of reasons, but leg cramps seems to be a very common occurrence in people who have low electrolytes. So that's a couple of signs you might want to go ahead and get some good quality electrolytes now and give those a go. The other supplement that I only take it once a week or so, but some people may feel like they want to try it even more. Dr. Barry suggests it's Lugol's 2% iodine. And you just put 1 or 2 drops either in your coffee or on your food or however you do it, just 1 or 2 drops a day. And the good thing now, you don't want to take a whole bunch of iodine because that's not good for you either. But the big thing about the iodine drops is if you're just using 1 or 2 drops a day and you were iodine deficient, that's going to perk you right up. it's not going to take very long to notice the difference. If you didn't need it, you'll just pee out the excess. A little bit of excess iodine doesn't really have any bad effects, as far as I know. And I did say a little bit of extra iodine. It means you're just using 1 or 2 drops of that stuff. And then that's what I was going to cover yesterday, but didn't get around to making the video because of the rain and the cold and my joints hurting. So today's topic, this was Nisha's idea, but we're going to talk about, now that you're also 2 or 3 months into it, one of the things that could still be causing you problems. It's time to get rid of those. Even if you're using artificial sweetener, it's time to get rid of that chemical storm called a soft drink. Because even though it's got no calories, no sugar, it's a chemical storm made in a factory. It can't be great for you. I know. I drank a lot of Diet Coke before I started this way of eating. And I thought, man, I'm never going to be able to get rid of it completely. I'm just not. And then Nisha made a video on it, and that worked really well for me. So what you do is you just go out, buy yourself some plain sparkling water. No flavors, no sweeteners, just water and fizz. And that's perfectly safe to drink forever if you want to. But what I did, following these instructions, I got a glass. So instead of drinking the Diet Coke right out of the can or out of the bottle, I poured it into a glass. I filled the glass up about 80% with Diet Coke, and then I just topped it off with a little bit of sparkling water. And you'll find that you don't even notice the sparkling water. It tastes just like Diet Coke at that point. Then after you've been doing that for a while, and depending on how addicted you are, you might have to stay at the 80-20 mix for a week or two. Some people go quicker. But then the next step, just drop the Diet Coke a little bit and add a little bit more sparkling water. And slowly, as you take away Diet Coke and add, or whatever your diet soft drink of choice is, and add sparkling water, your taste buds will slowly adapt to the changing amount. And then I knew I was getting close because I was down to doing about 25% Diet Coke and 75% sparkling water. And I thought, I'm going to need just a little bit more time. So I bought myself a 6-pack of the bottles. And I never touched them. And I didn't buy any more sparkling water. That's when I went to just straight water and, of course, coffee. At the time, I was drinking a whole pot of coffee a day. But just one day you're going to wake up, just like with the fasting stuff, the being hungry or not hungry. One day you're just going to wake up and go, you know, I don't even need to make that Diet Coke today. I just don't want it. I don't need it. And you're free. Now, just like with all other addictions, depending on how addicted to it you were, you could have a few days of withdrawal symptoms. I did not, because I already, had that when I got rid of all the sugar out of my diet. And you probably won't have withdrawal symptoms coming off your diet drink, but I just wanted to let you know it could happen. I can tell I'm slowly picking up the pace here, just a little bit, but that's making my knees and my back start to twinge a little bit, so I should purposefully slow down again so I don't overdo it. That sun feels really good though. I was going to cover the soft drink withdrawal from Nisha a little bit more thoroughly, but I'm condensing 2 days worth of videos into one here to kind of keep on track for the plan I have for the month. But if you just go to Nisha's channel, you can look it up there and watch her whole video on it if you want. It really does work, folks. I'll have some final thoughts for you when I get back around to the truck, but I do want to say, cue the music. Okay, cut the music. Thank you. That sun feels pretty good, but I can tell my joints are still really achy from all the cold and rain we've had. It's just wearing me down. I think I'm going to probably have to go to Arizona next year because this is just killing me. But, yeah, so just remember, if you don't have quite the energy you're having, or you're getting leg cramps at night, or you're a little on the cold side, and you haven't lost a bunch of weight like I have yet, check your electrolytes. And the easiest way to do that is just take some. A little extra electrolyte's not going to hurt you, but it'll be like a miracle drug if that's what you needed. Same thing with iodine, just 1 or 2 drops of the 2%. And again, if you're low on iodine, it'll be like you took a miracle drug. And if you didn't need any of that stuff, you'll just pee it right back out. No big deal. Where are we at on the timer here? Okay. Yeah. I may try to go back out and walk some more laps this afternoon. Here, after I take a little break. We'll see how my joints feel. But if this is the end of the video, don't forget to get out and be 1% better today. Have a great day, everyone. I will see you tomorrow. Hi guys, just a quick little end of the video here. As you can see, the sun is shining brightly. I have on my semi-retired Bob shirt. It's really nice out now. It's about 64 degrees, not a cloud in the sky. The sun is just beating down on me. I ended up doing an extra 10 laps after the sun really started to bake on me, and I can tell you I feel so much better. So again, I don't have any proof that it was, if it's the sunshine or the temperature or a combination of both, but I ended up walking, considering how bad I felt all day yesterday and how bad I felt when I started walking this morning. It's pretty amazing what the sunshine and the warmth will do for you. Just wanted to throw that in there. Hope you all have had a fantastic day. Have a great day, folks.